Greetings, this is Frina Rinamintra. I welcome you to my reaction to my recap of Critical Role. Oh, oh, oh's Mighty Nien reunion, Echoes of the Solstice. Once again, I have returned to having the Mighty Nien and to having my webcam on. How the webcam is now back on, I do not know. Anyway, eh, to start off, while waiting, they had actually a quiz going on. Now I can't remember everything that went on with that because I was using what because when I first watched it, it was actually when it was first aired. But when I realized it could potentially have spoilers for catching up, I ended up stopping. I think I only failed to answer 3 questions and correctly, but anyway. Then we get into the actual show, starting with the pre-show talk from the host Daniel Sloss. Uh, oh, no picture. Who went over the rules of things and like no yelling out suggestions and stuff like that, or for dumps. And I certainly had one, though it wouldn't matter because I wasn't there. Talking about the comparing hey, why British people swear so much. What's like at the local bar, which gets a lot of sports fans, and now having a lot of critters going, like us critters there, is like, what team are they part of? Yeah, I got like 2 marks for this. Like, it not mention like most of my notes take up like 6 pages of this. Anyway, after that, we get to the cast arrival. Uh, uh, they all come out with costumes, most of whom with costumes that sort of uh, uh, give a nod or parody famous British rock stars and such, with a solo, with of course Sam going over the top and something to try to look like Freddie Mercury, including actually growing an actual mustache, which does explain why he had one in the latest episode of the main campaign. Uh, Campaign. The only ones who didn't were the couple of Travis and uh, and Laura, who went as their guy decided go couples costume by dressing up as their characters, who are of course also a couple. Forward for Travis and Jester there, and with that out of the way, we go to the ads of the evening. The first answer being Thorum, of course, conducted by Sam, who, in homage to his inspiration for his apparel of the evening, recreated, decided to do a little singing of Thor, just like Thor, basic, and in homage to Freddie Mercury, his is and going a famous thing, his famous vocalization during shows or that show, Thor, Thor, yeah, stuff like that. And then Ashley Johnson went to advertise their second announcement that Critical will once again join the charity fundraising efforts for Red Nose Day and Comic Relief USA for a special one-shot on November 28th. I think they have these more than once a year, so... With a lot of the character builds and some points determined by the audience, but via donation polls where you donate to something and then you get to choose to one of the specific, and then one of the specific polls you get to choose one of the options, and it'll go up based on the total number of funds raised, not number of votes. I myself would have one of them be a ranger, because it's been a while since we had a character who was a ranger. I gotta look that up later to see what the results are, since now at this point the polling is done. But this screen will be will cast members Laura Bailey, Taliesin Jaffe, and Liam Bryan will be joined by Sam Richardson and Tony Hale. And wasn't there no? Oh no, wait, that's I thought there was also Ashley Bridge. No, wait, that was Candela Obscura. And it'll be GM'd by Matt himself. Then we get to the actual episode itself, starting with the introduction. This is the classic introduction, and then when we would have gotten a the recap of previous episodes, are basically we're up to, except there was a the original. This is the intro sequence, and then which leads to this little surprise before the recap for the cast. The horror! The horror! Yeah, you know Sam had been in on this, right?
Oh my God!
Also get a look at their costumes, I think.
I've had this dream.
Thank you all so much for the trauma. That will haunt me whenever I close my eyes.
Horrifying.
It has been roughly 7 years since peace was brokered between the Dwendalian Empire.
For those who did the refresher. And we go into recap, saying what they've been, and then leading up to the events of the Battle of the Red Center at the excavation site, where Beauregard Lionett and Caleb Willigast attempted to stop Ludus with the help of, as they say, unlike a group of unlikely heroes, uh, and only to be stopped uh, with some sort of charm being put um, on Bogard, and the silence color placed on Caleb, preventing his magical abilities. And then, as the event came to its climax, the many of those there were shunted away, including Caleb and Bo. To to a ravine graveyard battlefield. Uh, this is identified. They've realized they are what's known as the Blight Shore. Also known as the Mithast, Mithast, Mizvath Strand on eastern Wildmount. Okay. When trying to do that, they figure out how Beauregard goes to quickly check on Caleb Seaver and see if he can talk into this way. He can. Make a little joke of it, okay? The caller is disenchanted. Oh, Miskath Strand. Uh, Encanter's Rest. Sorry, that was the name of the place. In the Mount Strand, now known as the Front Light Shore. Yeah, stuff. And asks if Bo and they decide to try to attempt to remove the caller just in case off chance it.
Kind of cute. Hey! Hey! Whoa!
Careful, don't cross the streams.
A quick talking about how they're talking about the ones with pink hair and the people there, and he said the one with purple hair was kind of cute. So don't
I'm
cross
just saying,
your.
I appreciate her beauty.
Yes. Agreed, valid. Could you take this off my neck, please?
Okay.
And this is I moved this to the.
What?
No, I want her to punch you. I'm sitting next to her. It's going to happen.
Famous friendly fire instances of the show.
Okay. I guess we don't have a choice. Let's see if you can even do this.
Maybe. Well, I know I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they noticed that he could not see Rudis from here. And he managed to use his powers to transmute the metal and stone of the collar into a false balsa wood, and just able to snap it off. And they're wondering what happened. But they also come to wonder what uh, what uh, what's happening in the world, what happened there, what's happening now. And in the background, Caleb is worried because what if this was not just his collar that malfunctioned? It's malfunctioning now. I don't think they have tested, but maybe they know magic is there's a little bit of meta, but they know magic going on, and they're wondering if there any other of these colors are malfunctioning. And while it's not said, it's kind of said immediately. It's later stated, like after dancing around it for a few counters with others, that he is worried that Trent Ickathon's collar may be deactivated, and he might be free to use his powers again and escape his imprisonment. Mm-hmm. After sure. They decide that the best thing to do is to rejoin the rest and bring back the Mighty Nine. With the first off is to collect Yasha. She said that Yasha was currently with Caduceus at the Bloom Grove, and they quickly teleport there too. And I'm not sure if Matt just forgot about this feature or if it was just so if it's not actually from the Solstice, but specifically using the staff of Dark Odyssey, but they don't have to roll or anything for for the teleport. They just it just works. When so they enter and they are teleported to the Blooming Grove, which looks better than they've ever seen it. They're starting to clear the howled area from the Savalier wood and stuff, and they're greeted by Calliope Clay. They asked if anything weird's going on, and they said it's the solstice. So yeah, and then they go and meet up with. And then they can hear the panicking voice Oh wait. By the way, as we go, we see their new character designs for this. There, 20 there, all that. Intelligence higher than wisdom. Interesting, because monks are usually good in wisdom. Oh, that was close. And then we have Caleb's new look. Mm-hmm. There. And as they start, they hear the panic voice of Yasha. She worries off. She's worried about what that the bow's been gone along, so they might have. Then they come Bo. They announce their and she and Bo embrace. Uh, and soon they're soon also greeted and they're also greeted by her talking companion, fellow Mighty Nine member. Uh, there, Caduceus, who after uh, who and they quickly brought up to see what is happening and stuff. Okay. But Caleb stirs for finally voicing out loud his worries that Trent Ickathon might be have been freed from his magic prison. And he tells them that he would like to get the Mighty Nine back together to try to figure out to see what they can do to remedy the current situation. Upon hearing that, before he even suggesting getting the Nine back together, Caduceus is already saying, "Okay, oh, they were met by Colette." Agreed by Clay, and Caduceus asked, basically says, "I better," calls in uh, Clarabelle Clay to basically go get his go bad bag. Basically emergency kit when he has to leave to go save the world or something like that. Uh, their his mother constantly quickly makes him some tea and stuff. And they quickly get the emergency trunk stuff, and he dons his new armor. Mhm. His new armor. Where the frick was I? Mm. Uh, After I was talking about a quick joke about uh, uh about how he also had a dream where she was making out with someone else, and Bo's understands that dream Bo's can be such that can be kind of an ass. And a brief to understand talk about like after it's all done, perhaps have a not sure why I felt the need to write this down, but like after this all done, they have a discussion about whether or not they want to have some experimentations. Or explorations. I believe the term was. And next stop, they teleport. Uh, and but he used like some sort of splinter from a uh, uh, sp- uh, a splinter from the Blooming Grotto and takes out another splinter. This time from the ship, the nine heroes, goes to teleport them from the Blooming Grove to Nicodranus, or which is surprising them because they thought that that the nine heroes would be out to sea right now, but it's docked there. Uh, they by the way they were saying wondering if that's the way they got is it. Don't worry, Jessica can convince her of anything. Caduceus. Oh, by the way, first mention that if I'm gone more than 2 weeks, then start to worry. Mm. They go teleport to the deck of nine heroes, and the noise alerts. Foot, look at the new look. By the way, hey, hey to their arrival, where he was with Jester doing repairs. Did I double click as? I think I just their stuff. Mm. There they go and greet their friends up the and. By the way, I should probably notice they mentioned doing repairs, which I wonder if that's the way to explain it, or there's just this whole thing, or if this is just a error, something they forgot about. The Nine Heroes was sunk when the by the minions of Ugatoa when specifically a undead storm giant or something like that. When they came to collect the orb, so either they were able to dredge it back up from the sea and bring it back, or they just simply forgot. Mhm. And when hearing this, is that oh no 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 Floyd's like oh no he doesn't want to go shipping, but he also knows right now it might be a little things might be a little dangerous for his ship with all the craziness and all, and make sure they dock and safely dock all their new ships. Well, first they talk more about what's going on. Perception check about anything strange happening in the area, and ooh, sorry, law notes. This time law notes. Jester been been getting tons of headaches because she likes to use sending a lot, and now that's cut off for her, and she's taking probably more damage than she ought to have for repetition of attempts. Mm. They worry about there and worry about the God Eater emerging. I swear I'm get better.
Happy to see you.
Oh, surprise!
Oh my gosh, it's everybody, you guys! Welcome to our ship!
Oh, big massive.
I could have sworn that that was already past that point.
I'm so glad you guys are here. I have the worst headache. I've been trying to call you all day, and for some reason I keep getting a headache every time I do it. I don't know what's going on.
You been
I
trying to call us?
I
Well, yeah, like my
I did
normal
53.
morning,
You piece of.
hello.
Wait, you lots of time. I.
What? No.
Wait, so if a god gets eaten, do you think, like, that the traveler...
Jester!
What?
This is not the time to be opportunistic.
I'm just saying, like, he would be really powerful
He
if there
would-
was, like, nobody else around.
Well, he's sort of a fringe case. It's hard to tell which way that would fall.
He would be fine.
I think he'd be fine. He'd be fine.
So it all sounds terrible. We just.
And then yes, now they talk about the three news. Ay. This thing sort of time is where I think everything's happening when it did. When I tried to play it one time, it does something a few minutes earlier. Anyway, it's not a good time. They have three new ships. The Wayward Accent, that's Russians. The Rumblecut Express, and the Sapphire of the Sea. And when the group then started to decide to go get Veth, and who will be at her Nick John's home. Actually, oh wait, I keep forgetting that they don't live. That they I kept forgetting that until they mentioned that they no longer live in the where their old hometown, but in Nick John's now. Anyway, real quick, I think I missed the time slot.
Oh,
Oh, damn
we're not doing anything.
it. Oh, you call this nothing?
I,
How did we start this so horny? What the hell?
It's the Mighty Nien!
I mean, these are the best repairs I could make to the ship with my own hands. It's the best I could do.
Anyway, they head through the city undergrounds to lefts. Along the way, they start to detect that there's been a ruckus in the city. The Clovis Concord Guard are on alert. Signs of struggle. And they see a large sea beast, some plesiosaur-like creature. There. 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 And
You having your own private battle over here?
Why is there
yes,
always a
there's their own battle on
I've ever seen.
stage.
He's a very big boy.
Get him, Matt.
If you can
That
like
might
that,
be
if you can,
someone
like-
we know.
I just, as I would say, I do these. I look for
None of us will
comedies for
do
these clips.
anything that
Not
cool the
important.
rest of the night.
Anyway, Jester was worried and wants to second one, and trying to do a senator again. But she goes fails and she takes. Do I have it listed here somewhere? 14 psychic damage. No small. Clearly, no response. And she claims that she asks Caduceus for healing because she's after all her attempts, she's at death's door. The only HP the characters will have at level 20, as they say. If she really had death's door, then how many freaking attempts would she have had to make? And when she said, "Well, I could heal myself," like for her, but Caduceus does it, heals her anyway. First at level 1 cure wounds. Uh, uh, and they see the the guard of the Lava Chateau where Chester's mother lives. Uh, blue, 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 and she gives a message. Tell them to keep Chester's mother inside. When they go in, there's a bunch of small boots by the door. When they reach the best, there's a bunch of small to the door. They enter. Uh, Caleb does a quick send a message to Beth, who is definitely within range that there's no problem with communications. And she said she's sorry. And apparently she's agonizing for the mess her house is in. She's having problems. Mhm.
That's a spread.
Well, Beth, I don't know if it is good or bad for you, but we do have something to talk about that will distract you from the everyday.
Oh,
It quits. It missed the time again. I know I had it on the right frickin' time. I
Hello,
know I
family.
had you on the right time.
oh God. I'm sorry. The place is a wreck. Everything is very stressful right now. The world has been turned upside down.
Wait, what's happening here? Do you know?
I have a fucking teenager. He's a monster! He only thinks about himself. He's trying to grow this stupid mustache, but he can't do it. And he's just on my case all the time, slamming doors. And I lock him in his room. He unlocks the door because I taught him how to pick locks.
Take it from me, Beth. It's not good to lock your child in a room.
Well, I know, but he keeps hi everyone, hi.
They can find the
Oh,
way.
you look great.
Oh, thank you. I just was.
Anyway. Yeah, well, let's see. I bet she talks about Luck wants to like go out and be an adventurer in his own right. Luke, Luke has want to be an adventurer in his own right, and yeah, like, and saying, kind of also this is his form of his rebellion phase. Like he wants to go try to do some good to himself. There is a discussion about his age.
I'll gather some benches and leans over and whispers in your ear. That's how old he is.
Oh.
Because she even claimed like a trip to the Feywild, so she doesn't do her ignorance of her son. To be fair, she was also out of his life as a goblin for so long.
To be fair, I was drunk for most of his childhood.
That tracks.
Benches gathered.
Now, with that there, and Yeza helpfully giving her some hint about their son's age. They discuss like what are they trying to accomplish here? Like, are they trying to go and kick the moon back up into its proper orbit? Uh, She right now is also having a little trouble with because of all the weather. She's right now keeping all the wildling campers at her house to protect them. And the discussion once again goes to Trent and whether he's still in prison. Easy free. And it also goes into what about everyone else? There are around Exandria. There are many who way the entities and people who are imprisoned through magical means who could be possibly released. Potentially, a lot of people at the asylum camp used to be at. They decide they want to try to scry on Trent to make sure he's still where they left him. When uh, and we're wondering if they and Bo asks, "We can try," and the adventurer says, "Certainly, yeah, we can certainly try." Nice reference there. Quick note. As we've been going, I've been showing you all their new stats now that they're level 20 now for this. We haven't seen Vef's yet, though. I saw her be on the screen for a while. Yes, and they're also wondering if they should try this on Lunas or Trent, and Jester's not for it because she thinks he's nice and stuff. She brought up like he seems so nice, and they ask, "Do you even know who he is?" Yeah, she remembers when they briefly met him when they're in Rexentrum. I think we with the king or so, and he gave her a compliment. Then he told her what he's done, like he did at the site and stuff, and she said, "I hate him." And uh, and Jester not having prepared scroll, uses a new ability called Flash Recall, which I'm not sure where she gets it from. I looked at the I for reasons I won't I'll wait to get into. I was looking at the cleric abilities like for Fate Domain and just in general, and I don't see anything called Flash Recall. But anyway, it allows you to instantly replace one of your spell to repl- uh, to replace one of your spells with something else, And she uses to prepare a scry while I'm preparing mass cure wounds. And she calls upon the power of the traveler. Scry. He said, what do you want? What do you need? And he tries to describe her. He pulls out to go, and it instantly stops. And oh well. And the driver goes, oh well. And his presence departs. They're wondering. Well, I think they said he might have been imprisoned at the asylum Caleb used to be. And there, and they're wondering if he now has one of the scrying animals they stole from the one that's where they it's like the ones they stole from the place. which at that point, Jester Ford and Bo all branch theirs. Well, there's you and they look to Caleb uh, who is be one of the ones more at risk of being spied upon by him. It's like to see this, he can have his, a tune is that he'll just let him come. He's not looking to avoid a fight here. And decide to go make sure they do decide to go check up on and make sure absolutely sure there's no way for him to join up with Ludinus. For if he were to, that would be a tremendous boon to the Ruby Vanguard. Veth, however, is still reluctant, and she says she has to. She wants to stay here and keep protecting with all the stuff happening in the dramas right now with the sea creatures suddenly popping up, like something's scaring them to shore somehow. To shore, and she wants to be there to help protect the wild one. And there's and one of those says I said in which we get it and okay, but and Yasha cuts in. And no, we're not. Like trying to be brutal all this stuff and there. But in the end, they're seemingly unable to convince. Hmm? Sure.
Oh, and I just can't leave this, but, you know, I'll catch you on the next one, I guess.
Well, my friend,
I guess that's why.
we understand, of course.
Oh, here it is.
But do know that without you, we do not add up to 9.
Freaking did it! It did it again! Screwed up the time of
chores, and I owe it to these children's parents to take care of them, and
You can have them stay with Mama. They'll only see like 1 or 2.
I don't know if our insurance covers sending children to a whorehouse. I'm sorry,
Your lavish chateau is not
a brothel. Speakeasy with benefits?
Yeah, that's better.
Besides, I'm such...
It's the whorehouse, thank you.
You know, yes, it was always so nice about letting...
Anyway, and you get a first look at Luke, who busts out at her after successfully lockpicking. And says, "Mom, don't be a coward." Or so that leads to the conversation. I'm not being that there.
Yeah.
They're very strong and capable. Well, 5 of them are.
Keep busting on forward. He's saying, Explain
He's
to Luke.
gotten really strong, Val.
Explain to Luke why he can't go. She get. You know.
He's gotten so
The
strong.
Mighty Nien
Are
could
those
do without him.
implants?
Yes.
Look, you can ground me all you want, but I learned it from watching you.
Basi- uh, y- you know, and he and it triggers more of a rant from uh rant from Luke, who's very much in his which is stop grant by an outburst of Caleb saying, "Don't take, don't." I'm not going to try to do the accent. Yeah, I'm no master of accents like him. Don't take your mother's love for granted. Okay, and then we have. Wait, did we already do this?
Well,
Oh yeah.
my friend,
Oh.
we understand.
Uh. Yeah, I gotta learn how to prioritize things for this. Oh, that's try to sometimes be adult saying no. Uh, worst day of my I'm get I have something here. Worst day of my life. I'm guessing that was Luke. I don't remember the exact thing. Anyway, they go to leave via teleportation cycle to the Cobalt Cell. Bo's like, "Oh wait, I got warn. I can't warn them that we're coming." She was told specifically that they had to go heads up before there. A couple times they teleported unannounced. One time they got shot by crossbows. That just they had to go to something else. Immediately then shot by crossbows again because they didn't alert the guards that they're coming. And as they're teleporting, basically as they're teleporting, they walk through the teleportation to go. And Caleb brings up the weird just go. Where steps into it. Luke runs out with his gear in hand, carrying a pack and stuff, and leaping as well, so getting into the teleportation. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, we have Sam's character for the one shot, Luke Branato. Yeah, bringing a hormonal newbie teenager on the way there. That will have it, especially when this thing will be more leveled around the current levels of the 20 the maximum. While he's going in as a level 8 character with 5 levels in rogue and 3 levels in wizard. I'm guessing he's like an arcane trickster or stuff. No idea which wizarding thing. Actually, let me just check. Oh, he's a war magic. Or interesting. He never actually uses. While he would have a subclass at this point, rogue. He will. We don't get. He never uses a feature of anything specific to the subclass. So he. Uh, very. They get to Rexitrum. To the specifically the Cobalt Soul Reserve there. We find out that uh, we find out that uh, sorry, not that Bo is now is considered a high monk, and they notice and they notice Luke is now with them, and which causes Caleb to shout, "Yep." There's your mother is gonna kill me. He's panicking. He's gone. uh, Luke is insistent that he can help. He says he's skilled enough to train in beginners magic and rogue abilities and stuff. That's the closest ability they can do. And the rest of them are level again, freaking level 20, the maximum level. Okay. He tries to go refer to each as his uncle, as Uncle Caleb, and stuff, and Uncle stuff. And basically, one of them said, uh, and Yasha tells him, "Okay, if you want to prove yourself, hit me." He goes, "Okay," and attempts to punch her. Stuff, but she goes in and she, not even looking at him, catches it with one hand. Then they say, "Okay." Then Bo says to try cast Caleb Produce Flames, and when he goes to do it, Caleb really just counter spells him and puts him in a spherical wall force. I'm not sure if that means an actual something you could do with wall force, or if this is just him saying wall force, but really it's resilient sphere. And he mentions that right before that, his mother grounded him, and he's not this, to getting his mother's ire. But then he tries to play off their weaknesses and stuff, not only calling Uncle stuff, but saying, "Without Mom here, you're missing a member of the Chaos Crew." Like, it's like, I was like, that's a low blow. That, because you can see that was her. Then ay.
He only does it when it's really special.
My mom always calls you weak, inept, slow, stupid. She says that you only think counterspell is a spell that helps you do math. But I know that you're a great man who can do great things. You had a captain who inspired you, and I need the same thing.
Holy shit.
I really like this kid.
He's got game.
He really
I won't
does.
lie, he has
Except
game.
He always has. Veth is going to kill us.
Well, wait. We haven't heard from the wisest of all of us, Caduceus. What do you think?
Oh no, the glasses are off.
I think we could all learn
I can't read
something
when
today. We don't have time.
basically they don't have time to. They have to go check Richard Trent's and they don't have time to return him. So, well, and so the Gabriela, and he decides that I'll prove this with you. And they tell him you gotta be careful though. Don't get into the fights or stuff. Start to say all our fights and stuff. They tell him he must be Luke, not the reckless. And they immediately also start prepping, even before they even know of anything. They start prepping him, like casting death. Caduceus casts Death Ward. And they go and they notice where Ovedo Imagoso tells them and warns them that if they the High Curator is out at the basically the castle, whatever, of Secret King, discussing what to do with what's currently happening. And they're explaining they mentioned that it seems like the wards on the mask vault have been dispelled, like because of master. I could have sworn they said mask, but the mask vault, which is bad because they put up and that there's also signs of a possible infiltration there. They set new traps and stuff quickly and stuff, but they're very concerning. And as well explains, the things in the vault are stuff that could potentially help end the world. And as a leading, Caleb sort of pushes Luke against the wall and gives him a final warning to not to get and they arrive and see that it's being guarded by two more other monks. And one of the monks, Volthir, tells them that he saw no one enter and saw no one leave, but he was had to leave for a short while. And when he noticed that the secret entrance to the vault behind a cabinet was the cabinet that hides the entrance shifted, like position slightly. And he has already sent a message to a friend of his, Aggie, who is an investigator. And before heading in, making sure that their weakest member of this group, of their current group, it cannot happen off. Caleb immediately goes to cast Fortune's Favor on Luke. They go in and find immediately. There, in the center room, there is they see the appearance of a two-filled grin, saying, "Welcome, Bren. You are nothing if not reliable. Oh, it feels good to be free. I've had so much time to ponder. The voice is that of Ikathon Trent, though he does not appear. And this mouth, which we realize is the spell Magic Mouth, disappears only for another one to appear again. And and saying how was it he's had time to think of some theories and stuff. I think he's just they Bo kind of closes the door, but Caleb then points out they still need to hear the message and open and hear the rest. They notice that there is a clear space in there with scorchers indicating that was an explosion in this atrium, vault atrium, as we could call it. And over it, there's a hunched figure.
The ground coated in splinters and errant iron. A hunched figure crouches beyond, kind of looking confused by the recent sound. Daniel, if you wouldn't mind joining us at the table real fast.
This, by the way, was the guy who introduced them. Yeah.
What a fucking day, man.
There.
Who knew? Who knew? You. So wait, what do I see?
Well, actually, if you wouldn't mind describing what it is they see.
You see a short, slightly gray hair.
Yeah. 1 second.
Long
There's.
dwarf.
I just like to point out. I'll wait. I'll point out later.
There's a look that he used to be an adventurer back in his day, but he's sort of let himself go. He is wearing a blue kilt, which is low enough to hide his decency, but it does swing low. His beer gut is sort of going over the top of it, and underneath that is his sporran, which he can very rarely get to. He has no weapons that you can see, but in his holsters there are 2 green bottles of red tonic wine.
Not sure how accurate that picture is.
None of them get it. None of them get the reference. And they're both half drunk, and he seems to be professional but having a fun day.
How far away is he from me?
He's about 20, 25 feet from you.
I quickly close the distance and grab him and slam him to the floor.
Anyway, there's a strength contested flow. Well, first off, what? Something I want to point out about Aggie. He is a level 5 character, a level 5 monk, and that's his only class. He is currently a lower level than Luke right now. And all of his stuff is physical stuff. And he's supposed to be a investigator. His intelligence and wisdom, which are the main investigation ones for perception and investigation stuff, are 9 and 8. 8 wisdom being a big part of monks stuff. So this clearly character for fun. Anyway, he has a strength a tested strength check against Bo and comes on top and just toss her. Then offers her a drink and she goes, "Oh, thanks." And it's just some foul tasted. He does a quick insight check, or check a room and stuff. And with the check, he knows is that in this room there's of course an explosion. Also, nothing seems to have been taken. So what we're looking for was not in here. Ford pops out his sword, manifests his sword, which freaks Aggie out, and casts see invisibility. Hang on. After confirming that he's Aggie, of course. Well, the one who's saying and Ford uses stories to cast see invisibility, and noticing a shimmering behind the tapestry, and he fires off an eldritch blast, revealing an invisible metal handle. Unfortunately, it's still visible and no one else can tell, but wanting to impress these people, and noticing he attacked there might be something there. Aggie immediately goes in to attack you with a headbutt. And by pure coincidence, hits the handle, doing so there, but also managing to open the door. Though he takes some damage from a hidden trapdoor by doing that, activating it. And then I still got 3.5 pages left. Almost 3.5 pages left. Notes. No moments. Another. And he, for some reason, has to do a concentration check. And to his delight, though it doesn't actually help, he managed to roll a 9. Yeah, I have no idea what he's rolling for. What he's trying to take concentration on. Don't know. Oh, they do mention that that he actually mentions that he has an aura of protection, so that his save was actually at advantage. Which makes it a 14. Still doesn't work. As a trap. And
find yourself instinctively falling to your knees and vomiting.
oh wait, they're going down. They go. They're going down a set of lights, and they go. And they enter a room with a lot of They notice another trap, and he doesn't even not concerned.
And find yourself instinctively falling to your. You do take 38 points of necrotic damage.
I forget this is an initial trap. I just like to point out that he's got like a 43 health. We see that facial.
And find yourself instinctively falling to your knees and vomiting onto the ground.
I slowly push Luke behind me.
No, I want to see this.
Caduceus, help him.
I'm trying to figure out what happened. How do you feel right now?
I am sorry if this is offensive, but are you a horse? You can just say nay. You can just
I was about to say I've gotten that before, and I was told that's what you're supposed to say to it. So, yeah, nay, no. Are you gonna throw up or anything? Are you?
No more than you. I'll be fine. I notice the kid.
And another magic mouth appears. Oh, I think that was the original trap of both. And starts talking. We all have done terrible things, Bren, and we all must be punished for them. I still pay the price, and so too shall he. The shadowhand must step into the light. I will tell the bright queen of his betrayal. In this he shall be free to follow your path of pain. It is only through suffering that we are made paragons. You shall make I shall make you better. You will be my proudest achievement. He's basically threatening to go. He's threatening to go reveal that Essex was the one to steal to give the Empire the beacon, the Luxon beacon. And they do point out that he's not there, but this time they do say that, especially Caleb, that this time they don't feel the need to bring him alive. Trent. Okay. Now they go down a staircase and enter a room where with a lot of they call lockboxes, but they're magical safes in the walls, different things. This is the main vault. Aggie doesn't check for tracks. Even though Ford has one of the triggers do a track, and announce the others that there are traps. Say he doesn't check. But manages to get a dex save on the first. So
explodes into another blast of concussive force. You just barely tumble forward and it hits you kind of in the back end of your calves and your ass, sending you tumbling down the stairs.
Me killed! No, me killed!
The rest of you get a ass over tea kettle show of Aggie's best and worst parts as you take 15 points of force damage. Tumbling to the bottom
they
of the
peel them a little bit.
To where the second invisible rune is.
Wait, there's another!
I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
And by the miracle I stopped.
Say it! Natural 20.
Then they head down and try to look for clues. And he's trying to look for clues very clumsily.
If there's any hole in a wall, I stick my hand in the wall. First box I see. I'm looking for clues.
This is going to be a long clip.
Make perception check.
Bo, this is fantastic. He knows what he's doing. Wow.
Say it.
1. I've had the full experience. Quick, punch me in the face.
I think he's gonna. See, Luke, this is what we call just a learning experience right here. This is just pay attention. It's a cautionary tale. Take notes.
I'm young, but I'm not stupid.
As this mighty sailor man sits behind you, hand on your shoulder, you glance around and see what looks to be a partially ajar lockbox that is intricate and beautiful. There is all manner of carvings to it. It draws your attention and must be important.
Headbutt it.
Okay, roll an attack roll for me.
Okay.
11.
Oh.
Okay. Your head slams into it because it's stationary. But as you do, all those beautiful, intricate carvings begin to fill with like a dull green arcane power. I need you to make a dexterity saving.
Keep looking at his face.
They will literally let anyone into the Cobalt Soul these days.
Oh, +5. Oh, yeah, so... Come on, Dan. 19.
19. Ford, as you're holding his shoulders, this light appears and then poof, bursts out right into the chest of Aggie. You take...
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure he knows what he's doing. Oh, say the number already.
76 points of force damage from the trap you set off.
Oh boy.
At first, I thought that might not, with the damage he's already taken, that might, how low he made his priority. I thought that may have been enough to insta kill him by sheer damage.
You want to keep going? Because I am smithereens.
That brings you to 0 hit points?
I am not only 0, I am like close to double damage, instant kill dead.
Well, the problem with the disintegration trap...
It was a stored disintegration. He is back.
Like the War of the Worlds feature with Tom Cruise, Ford, you are suddenly dusted with what was once...
So, and with that, now recently I was thinking about something like remembering how the Force I died was. As I remember recently before this at some point, and I realized despite what they say about Bodor being the first, and I didn't think of that, but despite what they say about Bodor being the first guest character death, he actually wasn't. It's just the other one was on screen too short of a time to wasn't on screen enough to be as memorable. Though he does certainly remember that was Spurt who did get killed and stuff, and had the shortest amount of runtime at all. However, as of now, that title has been dethroned. Spurt has been dethroned from itself, and the new winner is Rab Aggie Ag, with like about 20 minutes worth of screen time. When I started thinking, I was like, wait, I think he actually beat Spurt. And yes, the wiki does on his page does say that he beat Spurt out.
Aggie.
Amazing.
How do the ashes taste like red tonic wine?
This is precisely the thing I am talking to you about.
What's going on? I'm still back here and I can't see.
Wait, he's gonna be okay, right?
Oh, I just now understand why there's messed up books behind us.
Where'd
I
that
get
guy
it.
go?
We're in the Cobalt Slow.
He's gonna be okay, right?
If you have a scarf or some other cloth, please put it over your mouth and nose.
I kind of walk out from where he was. I'm like,
Are you drunk?
no.
Oh, Admiral, are you okay?
Yes, of course. I can handle anything, my love.
I just saw something that happens later, and I just it's could coincide with an idea I've been having a while, and I gotta figure out how to get this idea to Matt before the next one. Hopefully, I'll get into this idea later. They find an open one. So they another magic mouth is goes off. Hang on. What does that play think say? You notice there's room and stuff, and then there's an empty vial under a slightly open door. Luke casts Mage Hand to check for traps, like safety, because they don't want to risk getting hit by anything right now. Is that what you're saying? Alright, so, but not on the slightly open door. Basically, maybe it's already been triggered or was deactivated already. He finds a small piece of paper and gives it to Caleb. And that's what I'm not imagining back. One's telling them the train came here and at least one of the room's forgotten nightmares. And Bo then manages to spot yet another door that's slightly open. And when they open it, they start off yet another magic mouth saying, "Let us take our spoils to where you began, sweet Bren. Dinner will be waiting." Inside the inside the safe, a lurid image of a small house bursting into flames. Bo tells Caleb that this is a trap, and he agrees it's kind of freaking obvious. But it doesn't change anything. They're still going. And suggests spending the night in his nine-sided tower. Is it really spelled that type of 9? Because I think it was actual number 9 sign. Before he going back to his hometown of Blumethal. Okay, realize that they were wondering if they should reload. He tries to convince them to go, and says what he's like nicked from his parents. Like he has his mother's Aeorian security cannon. It's a special crossbow. And then he takes out this homemade bomb. He has a effing fluffernutter. And a potion meant to strengthen him in some way, which it was something that his father's been working on for months and stuff. And then Caduceus casts True Strike on Bo again. Was that she knows that there are magic word lettering on on all things, identifying what their contents is. The potion apparently drunken by Trent was a. was an adrenous sap. A substance of a substance appear. I hate pop-ups. A substance appears to be a black silver oil and is described as an ichor distilled from abyssal fluids. It can be used in rituals to temporarily bind the power of demon lords to their worshippers, or vice versa. Alternatively, it can be used to craft terrifying constructs from the realm of undead and fiendish power. And along with the other company box, find out that what they have missing is the theory mental mental. Actually, I think that's supposed to be about a theory mental or I forget, which holds an extremely powerful creature from before the calamity. It it is apparently some sort of binding stuff. It helps with the guy, and through a quick history or religion check, determines it could be a number of creatures, including possibly Kite Bola, the Terror from the West, Omentis, the the Skion, the Skion of Ruin, Te Shal Tral, the Great Unending Fire. Mm. There's a quick talk about Bo's current office in the Cobalt now that he's like a high monk of the order. And Ford is kind of happy that they're knowingly going into a trap. But he points out that if he doesn't go, Trent will go to him in a place they are less aware of. Sure, they'll have time to set things up, but he'll be able to do that any place too. And just to suggest they have a hero's feast before they sleep. So Bo leads her to her corner office, stuff, where Caleb can cast his 9-sided tower. Then they go to break. There's the ad for the ad for Thorum rings. Yeah, the merch alert, including the rudest dice set, the XTG cardigan, the Candela Obscuro Core Rulebook, and various other Daring Press games like I believe it was um what was it called? Something cards. And basically they're performing a heist of some sort. Also the Queen by Midnight. I forgot what the third one was. they have the ad for their merchandise includes Exandria, Chronicles of Exandria, and their and still like before. This is still before Halloween. There's spooky wares. The manner go. Uh, the Lana hoodie, the Mighty Nien dice sets, and all 5 critical roles. Stuff. Then they get to it. So the Mighty Nine Art Gallery as they wait for to rejoin. And as we go in, they are in the 9-sided tower, and just immediately cast Hero's Feast.
Your hit point maximum also increases by 2d10.
So roll that for us right now.
You roll. She gonna roll for all of us?
Yep.
Come on, no pressure.
All advantage.
Roll big.
Double 10, double 10, double 10.
Well, it's pretty.
It's
apt.
9.
As it was written.
So max HP goes up now?
By 9 points, yes.
All right, so consuming your hero's feast in the tense evening before your night's rest. Anybody else doing anything the night before?
Yeah. Okay,
Cthulhu Fatagan? Sorry, continue.
So I pull Luke up into the top of the tower. Listen to me. You are going to stay close at hand. You take this, okay? This is a stone I have been carrying for a decade. It will bring you luck, all right? Attune that shit. So that's first of all.
So you're giving him your luck stone?
Yeah, I'm handing over my luck stone to Luke, which is a +1 on everything.
Thank you for passing the stone.
I will replace it for myself with my ring of evasion. And also, I know we have so much to do. I am going to sit on the floor at the top of the tower with Luke, and reality bends around me for a moment, and geometric shapes fill the air and seems to split in two, and in 3 to 4 seconds, you see a Caleb and a Caleb as I use Wish.
Oh wait, okay. I thought you meant 2 extra candles.
Level spell Simulacrum. Yeah.
By the way, you gotta roll to see what the effect. I just realized he never rolled. Wait, no, I was about to say he didn't roll to see what the effects of casting Wish was, but no, you don't get those effects if you're just using it to cast a spell.
I told you that I will have eyes on you, and I will. Yeah, I will. Yeah, he will.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Very quickly, we need to share our components, okay? So we'll just divvy them up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that should cover you. That will cover me. Okay, good. He is with you the whole time. Also, this last thing I'm going to give to you is a custom-made harness and saddle that I have made for Beauregard. Sometimes she rides me when I am a large thing other than myself.
What?
You're not here. Go away, Meta Pigeon.
There's no riding going on. Except on me. So sorry.
So if this guy, if this guy changes into something other than himself, you will use this to hang on, okay?
Anyway, thank you.
Alrighty. Anybody else?
Then
Go to
they
Bo's bedroom and we have a great night like it's our last
other preparations.
night on Exandria. Let's go, baby. I bust out a good bottle of wine. Woo!
Very nice. Does that conclude our evening's prep?
Oh dear.
Well, me and Ford also do it.
Oh dear Lord.
There's a lot of boning happening in this tower, okay? That's all.
No one more competitive than Laura Bailey.
In every way, apparently.
I sleep soundly because the sounds of sex coming from the next room, it's just like home.
Oh, so bad.
Oh, no.
Horrible.
I pray to the wild mother for earplugs at this point.
Anyway, Luke drinks the potion his father created, and gains an extra speed, confidence, but also recklessness. This is in the morning. And they apply their more certain other effects too. But those are to be later revealed. There, Forward cast manifests his marine layer, and Jester casts his passive trace. They're prepping to try to go as stealthily as possible, despite being expected. And they all get and the two Caleb's cast Fortune managed to get everyone with Fortune's favor. And Caleb 2 polymorphs into a saber-toothed tiger. Well, they call it. Alex call him Sim Caleb. Simulacrum. Caduceus and the two clerics both cast Death Ward. Caduceus on Luke's to replenish his, while Jester casts one on Ford. And Ford finishes it off by casting Crown of Stars, a spell which I've actually recently looked up for when looking up a different spell, but I'm not that impressed with it actually. It's just seems real cool looking spell, but and they teleport them to a tree outside of Blumethal, Caleb's hometown. Very close to Rexendrum, in fact. I have this big map up there on my wall. It's like one of the blanket maps. I still can't see it, and above that second mountain. Nope, it doesn't show it. Okay, well, anyway. They sail to the village, and and they find Caleb's family home seemingly fully restored. Oh, while they're going there, they there's a use of blessing the trickster to help with the self roll. And Caleb uses his ring of telepathy to that was taken from Trent originally to reveal to let Trent know he was there. Like I thought they were trying to sneak up on him, but oh well. And Trent eventually invites him to join them. There, he said, "Your parents miss you." Uh, he uses tick magic on the house to check or anything, traps and stuff. Then he looks to Bo and says, tells her that he has done what he has needed to do in the world to do. Basically saying, if anything what? If anything happens to him, get Luke out of there. He goes and he hears the laughter of his parents. Well, it sounds like his parents and Trent's in the other room. Ford, hearing this, uses uses divine sense and detects 2 undead. So it's not going to be an illusion or something transformed. It's it could potentially actually be his parents. And they quickly talk about Jester and say not to go in grouped up, but to try to circle the house a bit. Jester and Jester goes in following to back up, and Ford goes in to back up her. The others went outside and spread go up, and Yasha and Bo head to the back to make sure no one tries to leave there. And inside, they see Trent sitting at the table. On the other side of him are Leoric and Una Ermendrund. Not looking at all of it, but looking very much alive, just like they did before their deaths. And invites invites Brand is Caleb sit as directly opposite. Make sure to sit directly opposite Trent and Silver Trent. They're there. Now, unsurprised to see Brand see how much older. So there's definitely something slightly off here, and more than just having his dead parents there. He does a quick check and notices that the reaction time seems slow, or there's like a delay in the reaction. And they have slightly vacant looks in their eyes, so. And Trent says that the person there is to continue to bear one another, and that he's never actually been proud of how strong Kate is now. And after that, Jester quickly says to Caleb, "I'm sorry," and channels divinity and turns undead. His parents recoil with a loud whine, and this clearly wipes the smirk or the smile off of Trent's face. And Trent triggers a massive fireball in the middle of the room. Jester and all those in the area around them have to. The house explodes. There's 34 fire damage on a successful save. And both Jester and Ford have succeeded and have fire resistance to various items. Saying, I gave her 5%. And they're like, oh, excited. Jester says it, I gave him 5%. They also think about the ring and stuff. He points out, it's not the ring, it's the blast scepter. She still has the ring, which is why she has the resistance. Caleb got a natural 1 or something, but I forget. Or actually, I forget if he actually rolled now. I know there was a natural 1 in the game at one point, but he has a ring of vision, so he automatically succeeds a save, but still takes a lot of damage from that. And the blast reduces Caleb's to burning, revealing their forms, which are now burned. That of twisted but still living ghouls. And then it's off to battle. Here's the general overview. There, I think that's actually the M note there. Tree outside there, the bird cottage. Inside, there is the transmitter, the 2 ghouls there. Through the moving images, like the scope out, you don't only get really good looks at them, but here they are, the 2 ghouls and Trent. There. And they start with the side of the battle. Jester immediately starts off with invoke duplicity and then manifest spiritual weapon, which I'm assuming they don't say it, but I'm assuming it's her classic lollipop. And manages to seemingly do a hit roll on him. According to he said that hit was only for in the description of the action say it seems to miss, which immediately raises their suspicion. And they're always just thinking, wait, is this not actually Trent? She runs outside, and Yasha then Ashley it says in the voice of Yasha, I would like to rage. Enters a rage, and activates her radiant soul, bathing out her wings. Bo goes in and tries to land hits, and despite the good rolls, does not actually hit. And actually says that it's not Trent, and use a mirror of her attacks that turn to on the ghoul who was uh, Kayla's father, or at least pretend to be. And then this seemingly fake Trent ascends to the air, and then above the cloud sphere, and you can start to see a look of as meteor swarm is cast, sending 4 of these. You know the spell, or it's not. Just look it up on D&D Beyond. And we go through everyone making their checks, and to make this, and they're ready to release the Gal of Danger. For this deals bludgeoning and fire damage. Ford, because of a good save and his ring of fire, takes a mere 17 fire damage, but 35 bludgeoning. This is a successful save. Bo takes 37 on fire and 35 bludgeoning. Caleb takes 70 damage total. Yeah. Yasha takes 37 fire after making her save, but however, but a mere 17 bludgeoning because she also has resistance thanks to her rage. Caduceus fails to save and gets the full effect. 75 fire damage and 71 bludgeoning. And after hearing one of them make a save and stuff like that, just makes it. They find out that that Trent's spell DC is 22. Jester takes 35 fire. No, it takes 18 fire and 35 because they realize that proper half things there, and 35 bludgeoning. Luke, Luke fails to save, but and it's kind of concerning. After all, after all, he's only 5 levels in rogue. He doesn't have evasion yet, and fails to save. Thankfully, because of that potion, it sort of gave him temporary levels in his class too, and it's enough to give him evasion. So he temporarily has evasion now. Evasion. It gets 37 fire and 35 bludgeoning. Wait, so he makes it. But with also, but by that count, he's like even with 10 hit points, he's very low. He should be like single digits at this point in health. And then So only Caduceus got the full look. Ford immediately uses then counters with his by using a Hexblade Curse and then firing off his Eldritch Blast. But as I said, this is a fake. And after the first one hits, and he's over there, and then sends him back at the ghoulish remnant of the, and then the ghoul tries to make a go at Caleb, but doesn't make it. And Bo manages to finish him off, earning the "How do you want to do this?" for the actors. Then Trent uses a legendary action to use Erasmus casting for Chain Lightning. And Caleb attempts to counterspell, but he aims it at the duplicate. Of course, the spell isn't from there, so the counterspell misses. And after getting hit by lightning, Caleb goes down. In response, Sim Caleb polymorphs into a T-Rex. Carrying Luke on his back, and on his turn, Caleb fails a death save. Luke then casts See Invisibility and spots the real Trent hiding behind a tree and uses his bonus action for I forget what it's called. There to he uses his bonus action to hide. Hide and hide while he's still on the T-Rex. Caduceus performs a mass heal, which I think is a 9th level spell. Well, not only bringing back Caleb, healing, managing to bring Caleb back to consciousness, but because he could divide the total amount of health, so like it's 7 health divided amongst them. After calculation stuff, they are all every one member of the Mighty Nine is once again back to full health. Full health, huh? And then, which prompts a little conversation.
That's already an extra 40 to you. How much more do you need, Caleb?
My total is shite.
Yes, we know.
Yeah. Shit, how do I make the death saves go away?
You heal yourself. Just go to healing.
Where?
You've
What?
healed now.
Where? What do you mean?
yourself
Where?
a heal.
Oh no, he clicked the wrong button. He's dead.
Yeah. 40, 140.
Go on without me.
That's 1,500.
It's not gonna go that high. The total is 120. My total is 124.
All right, so it's only 380.
Anyway, I realized that they actually had there was still even a little healing left over, which they couldn't access. And then Jester runs to the tree where Luke and casts anti-magic field, revealing Trent, who kind of goes left there, kind of cackling to himself there. So he goes, he is concerned now. He is a caster, and he's right now can't use magic, and he's fully revealed. Yasha lets out a battle cry. And dashes cry to inspire the others until our next round. They all have advantage on their attack rolls. And because she has to use her action to dash, she's up close with the melee, but she can't actually attack. But she can get an opportunity attack if he moves. And Bo falls up. He manages to avoid some things. And where the fricker was I on? And then at her voice attack, he gets hit and go. Now, on first save against her straight strike, he gets a natural 20. But on the second, he rolls a natural 1. But he has legendary save, so he makes a save anyway. But she does manage to use extract aspects to find out any resistance he had. Find out that he has resistance to all spells. And though without any magic to cast stuff, he's there. Since she casts this, though, the magic of her duplicities is expanded, and her duplicities have disappeared. Then he takes out this strange webbed egg, like some of us there, and breaks and breaks it. This egg is the Athiri mental, the Athiri mental, and mental, and he releasing it releases the creature he is. It releases Omentis, the Scion of Ruin. Mm-hmm. And binds it to himself, since he drank that ichor, so becoming part of it is a massive entity, like 35 feet tall. And immediately, its emergence causes them a shockwave with 35 force damage. And it immediately leaves and heads toward the town. The heart of the village. The townsfolk are screaming and running away. Its mere presence is causing the villagers closest to be sucked dry. and turned into husk. This is it emerging. And when you see that with the house next to it, it's like, oh shoot. Mm-hmm. And that's to give you a spectacle. What the site they brought a new set for this, of course. And Horde uses the Star Razor to cast Fly on himself and kills off. And Caleb immediately uses a transformation. I suspect potentially true polymorph to cast to take the form of their old form. God's sakes, Gellion, the Nightmare in Ivory, the ancient female white dragon they encountered in Islecraw. They've had 2 encounters with this dragon. And goes and flies and manages to get right behind it. And Luke immediately, and as it arrives, as Calvin the form Gully arrives,
that is part
backstand behind him.
Then I will just let the largest kaiju scream this region of Wildmount has ever heard. Godzilla roar.
Perfect.
Guys, I think I just heard my mom.
Anyway, and speaking of Luke, he immediately goes as to this part and casts enlarge on Cinema Caleb, turning who is in the form of the T-Rex right now, and who becomes the size. So both Calebs are right now approximately the same size. And he goes running off and chasing off to enter the back fray. And as it goes in turn, it uses its abysmal tendril to attack forward. I think this was just a casting. Holy Weapon is cast. No, actually, it may have been Caleb. I think it's Caleb. Yeah, it was as Jester. Then it was Jester. It was a buzzer, and as her action, she casts Gate to summon Artigan, also known as her god, the Traveler. Anyway,
blooming portal of leaves and vines suddenly apparates in the air, and from it you watch this cloak unfurl, and a bright orange halo of hair appears. He goes,
Don't worry, Jester, I've got you. What have you brought me into? Really? All right. So he's gonna go after you, I'll say.
He immediately opens up. As getting off shot, he immediately casts Chain Lightning, causing 38 lightning damage. The Yasha goes in with Holy Weapon, enchanted Holy Weapon, her Radiant Soul's attack bonus, her Rage stuff, and takes a swing. Hits. Not even sure if she I don't think she even got a natural 20 to double this or not, but she gets with one hit 110 damage. A single hit. Then follows up with another strike for 59 damage. Bo manages to go in and uses she present does a lot less damage. She manages to use her vulnerability to grant it a vulnerability to ice, which now it already has a resistance side, so it becomes a so it now just take normal damage to ice, but that still means that it's double damage it would still have taken. And normally, which as to remind you, Caleb is currently a white dragon. This is like as I said, this is like a kaiju battle. Then Amantis sort of slightly tilts his head and looks down at Yasha. Well, first, actually, before it does that, it does releases as the first turn a blast of energy that goes to surroundings, doing 31 necrotic. All of villagers still close enough are instantly killed. Then it does a slight turn, looks down at Yasha, and activates it's a Ire of Oblivion. Yasha manages to roll a natural 20. Actually rolls a natural 20 on Yasha's dex save, which helps. Which is why she only takes 75 force damage from the beam of energy it fires at the red beam of energy it fires at her. Caleb goes to the front of this demonic entity as his draconic form. Oh, he uses Void Hunger. No one saves everyone. Oh, Caleb does notice, like, inside the swirling shadows of this entity, he notices the egg-like theory mental still visible and just pulsing energy. And Caleb, everyone forward, all lay into it. Well, getting in front of it, the original Caleb, using his draconic forms, ultimately unleashes its ice breath on Helen for colder. So. Luke then cast kind of loath to admit it, his mother spell. Bernato's volcanic bolt loads it into the AR security. It aims and fires not just at the creature, specifically at the egg at the center of its chest at its being. This egg-like structure thing. The ethereal mythos. and it causes damage to it. It causes both it and Memphis's to flicker. Or they have discovered its weakness point. Then Jester goes to Arga, and she holds a a guiding bolt to aim at this, and it is enhanced by Argan's power. She goes, fires, and whiffs it. Okay. Caduceus called while wishing the creature's ichor to become clear so they can better see it. To get I'm not sure what ability you use it, but it works and it's not clear. They can also see the figure of Trent inside the creature, very disheveled, like stuff. And then Caduceus, it was his holy weapon. I thought it was this is the holy weapon on Yasha's sword, and which causes additional damage to Trent and Memphis. Then, okay, but just an argument made the move, and Bo leaps up in the climbs up the benches and reaches for the chest, reaches for the artifact in the chest, and attempts to rip it out with a strength. And rolling a natural 20, rips it out, earning her the "How do you want to do this?" The form recoil, the tentacles form it wrap around. She pulls from it, wrap around both the creature and the trifecta before pulling them both within the confines area. And throws it into as her part of her how do you want to do it. She throws it to the original Caleb in his Geldion form, in the sense of him eating it. Though instead he uses another breath of cultist, hit it, and before smashing to the ground, shattering it. You're recalling how they do this, which is again recalling when revealed that it's still intact. It does still denote that Trent is also in it, mixing. Yeah. This is a long one. Trent drops. He drops the form. As this battle ends, people stop, watch, and cheer for the victory. Despite the fact that while the big demon monster is gone, there's still a double side, like a freaking T-Rex and a freaking ancient white dragon there. Roaring and stuff too, but they guess they start to say, and they start showing cheers, which is replicated by the cheering of the audience over the victory. In the theater. He then summons a demiplane, which I think he implies is actually another way. His Nightside Tower. It looks like they're sealing it away. And after thanking Artie basically goes to leave. And then as he leaves, she immediately casts Divine Intervention, which being a level 20 cleric automatically works. And basically with the favor she wants out is to just hang out with them so they can clean up the town. He doesn't mind the celebration stuff, and there's nothing you can do against this. Uh, 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 Luke thought this whole thing was very cool and stuff, but also very scary. Kind of wants to go back home now, but he loves to join them sometime. And they said, okay, like, at most 2 weeks a year. No, 2 weeks a year, 9 days a year, 9 days a year. Yeah, that was of course Caleb. And then
But I think we should get Luke home after we party tonight.
yeah, celebration.
Yeah?
Agreed. Jester,
Yeah.
will you marry me?
What?
Wait a segue. Wait a segue.
You motherfucker.
Oh, Admiral Tusktooth. Yes, I will.
They kiss. You watch a wreath of vines and flowers bloom around the ground and kind of curl up around them as Artagan's just kind of swirling his fingers. Can I leave now? No, we're partying
No,
first. Then
stay.
Yeah, part of the celebration. And Caleb then casts his tower again, and the cats start beginning cook a feast to celebrate the victory for them and for the Mighty Nien and the entire town of Blumenthal. Blumenthal. However, as they do this, there's still in the sky. There's still the ever-changing colors, threads of the ley lines going above, indicating that while they've won a victory, this is one of many things they have to finish. And with that song to end the range, we end the episode. Real quick, before I get into the final bit of today for this episode, the Fate, the Homebrew, I'd like to just go over what I thought, something I thought of. In homage to like the first campaign, where their third one shot, which takes place after the campaign for the party, they could also have this next one shot be the wedding of Ford Jester, pure chaos, and can introduce something. And I gotta figure out how to get this idea to match, but there, I've always had this joking idea that the book Tuskoop may not be a fully fictional tale in their world. It may not be full of truth and stuff, like a full story like that, but it's actually based on someone's real life story. In other words, Genevieve and it. Let me do a quick recheck. Hang on. Hang on. The book basically the test tube is, yeah, that's I still say that's probably like I feel like that actually could be just as like fan made because they never mentioned anything about the female love interest being just. But anyway, J, Genevieve here this and the half orc the orc or half orc Oscar with a K are actually real people who, as a gift and stuff, they could actually invite to the wedding. Basically, I wasn't they could actually meet the real life Oscar and Jenny, and they discussed that no, there was actually supposed to be a sequel we're talking about there, but the author doesn't do this because it's kind of tragic and stuff. Also, a lot less spicy because it's dealing more with them about to become parents. But reveal that due to circumstances, they had to they got into trouble and they had to leave their child at an orphanage. Uh, and my idea was that not only with this, but and this could actually fit so well with this. You know what? I think I even Well, hang on, just let me check something. Yep, in my head canon, and here's the twist. They're Oscar and Genevieve are Ford's parents. And like, if they do a wedding, this would fit in so nice. It would absolutely destroy the character of Ford, and as well as Travis himself. As like, please, please make this happen. Real quick. God, Papa. Comment if you love this idea. Please, if you made it this far. Well, with that bit of with that bit of my personal insanity out of the way, let us get into tonight's homebrew. In honor of the fact that this is the Mighty Nien, which has 2 clerics, and the fact that while shooting it, preparing to shoot this, I was going through figure out what I wanted to do for homebrew. I wanted to get some of my classes out of the way, but I had no idea what to do for a cleric until I thought, wait. Like, what would be a good thing that I'd kind of now the Fate Domain Cleric. And unlike my other full caster class, I was able to figure out how to actually to publish this. So there is a link in the description for this. This is it is said that the most powerful force in existence is fate. This is an undisputed fact to you. For you. It must be, for even the god you serve subjects themselves to its will. At level 1, you get the first 2 features. Your Fate Domain spells. It says, in addition, you gain an additional list of prepared spells that do not count the number of spells you have prepared on your druid list. Oh, but in addition, and some of these are actually, or you get on pre-prepared there, like Paul. Like, what was that? Well, like Pulse, Pulse Wave and stuff. You can also choose spells. You have spells off for like appropriate level that are level appropriate from the list of Dunamancy. Your spells, your first level spells at first level are Command and Compel Duel. Well, for your second level spells, you get Witherbloom and the widely used in this episode, Fortune's Favor. Another good reason to have this thing, which is a Dunamancy spell. And then your third level spell. These are your second level spells at third level. Then your third level spells at fifth level: Clairvoyance and Pulse Wave. Seventh level cleric, you get Gravity Sinkhole as fourth level spell and Sickening Radiance. And finally, at ninth level, you get fifth level spells Planar Binding and Gias. And I was just checking in. Shit. Didn't see this. Oh, okay. I thought I had to figure out how to post the thing, but while I had the links down and stuff, I'm glad to go back at it. It's still showing the links for the spell list I copied down. It's not showing the ones I replaced with. Okay, this is hopefully by the time you check this out, I'll have successfully replaced these spells. I actually got links to the actual spell. Anyway, your other level ones spell, Keeping to the Path. Every time you heal a creature with a spell, once you roll for how much HP they gain back, you re-roll it and take the high. And out of the two rolls, you take the higher one. You basically get advantage on damage healed. Then, as your level 2 ability, you get your channel divinity, Declare Doom. You choose a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus that are within 60 feet of you. Whenever they regain hit points, they take it instead damages them for how much they would heal by for 1 minute. The effect they're only effective so stay remain under effect for as long as they remain within 60 feet of you. Then your level 6 ability, a Path Foretold. When a spell you cast is about to end before it reaches its full time duration, if it's being ended for anything other than completing its full time duration or by the effects of another spell, you can use your reaction to make an Arcana check. Your check is up because of DC equal to the level of spell times the number of times you use this feature to save that particular spell at this particular casting. Plus the creature who managed to end the spell's CR. I should probably point this out. Due to how CR is calculated, if you're using this against a fellow player and stuff, then their CR would be 1/4 their character level. And I'll have to go back and read it. In the event that it doesn't divide evenly into 4, it's a fact, and you round the DC up. Well, basically, if you succeed in this check, the spell will continues for the normal duration, but I gotta fix this. I just realized it leaves out the most important part. Anyway, the spell continues as it was. However, the spell is now, if it wasn't already, considered a concentration spell, which will limit your options. Level 8, there's 2 different options you can get for this. Something that allows you to add Wisdom modifier to cantrip damage, and then you got Divine Strikes, which I chose for this. The type of damage for each strike is varying. At level 8, the cleric gains the ability to fuse his or her weapons strikes with in this case, pure magical energy. Once each on each of the cleric's turns, when he or she hits a creature with a weapon attack, the cleric can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 force damage to the target. When the cleric reaches 14th level, well, the extra damage increases by 2d8. Increases to 2d8. And then also gotta put in what levels most of these are. At level 17, the final capstone ability of the subclass, the domain, Forced Acceptance. As a bonus action, you can you can choose a number of creatures up to half your cleric level rounded down. These creatures' saving throws are at disadvantage, including death saving throws. While the attacks against them are at advantage. However, there is and you also can dismiss this effect as an action. You can do the effect as an action. However, there is a cost to using this. Well, starting when you activate the ability, and lasting a duration equal to twice as long as Force Acceptance was affecting the chosen creatures, you have disadvantage on your death saves. So you have disadvantage on death saves twice as long as they do. They just have a lot of other stuff. And with that, this video is now complete. I thank you for joining me. This is Freenet Renametra, and I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.